guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany and you're watching. Today we're back with another Shop My Stash videos. I upload these weekly either on Monday or Tuesday. This is my new drawer. Last week from the new drawer I chose the Urban Decay Naked Petite Heat palette, and we'll talk about that when we get to the palettes drawer, and this Laura Geller highlighter in Gilded Honey, and we'll talk about that when we get to the highlighter drawer. I kind of organized this, but like looking on the screen now, it doesn't really look that organized, but it's organized to me. I know what I have in here right now, where it's at. So I'm going to pull palettes. I separated my palettes into like, okay, so this little section in the middle here is palettes I want to use before summer's over, palettes that I can use anytime, and palettes I want to focus on in the fall. So this time I want to pull, I don't know, when I think of summer, I don't think like bronzy. That can go very fall to me very quickly. So I think of color. And this is the Anastasia Riviera palette. I just think it would be a cool, fun summer palette. So I'm going to pull this one. And then I've just always envisioned when I pulled that I would also pull this blush for some reason. So I have the Laura Geller baked blush in Brighton Tropic Hues. I'm not sure what was the name and what was describing the product, but this is what that looks like. It looks really, really pretty, and I hear a lot of good things about Laura Geller face products. So I'm excited to pull this one. And I typically pull about 2 products here a week to make my new drawer last longer. And that's all for this drawer. My everything face drawer that isn't a blush, bronzer, highlight, contour. For foundations, last week I used the Revlon Color Stay foundation. I have about 1/4 of this left, and I really enjoy it. It's my like just carefree, easy, doesn't take a lot, just reliable foundation. So we're gonna put this one back, and I really just want to go back to this Kat Von D one. I feel like I haven't pulled this one in forever. So this is the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo foundation. This is probably my favorite foundation, and I'm excited to use it this week. And then for setting powders, so I used the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal setting powder. This is not my favorite powder. Actually, the only foundation that I like it with is the foundation that I pulled last week. So I also keep in this Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I use this for touch-ups. We're going to keep that one in like we do every week. And what I like for this Kat Von D foundation is the Cover FX, what is this called? Perfect Setting Powder. I only like this powder with certain foundations. Like I do all my powders. I feel like there's a perfect combination that I've found out with all of them that I've had a chance to play around with. So we're going to pull this one. And then for primers, where was my primer? Oh, my primer last week was this. The Smashbox Primer Water. I don't see that it does anything, but like that foundation is my carefree foundation. So I'm trying to use it up before that foundation's used up because I don't know what I would use it for. So for primers for that foundation, my favorite primer to use with that is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. So of course we're going to pull this one this week. For concealers last week, I used the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I hate this. Like, the less I use of it, the more I like it. But I mean, when I say the less I use of it, like it's like a dot. And I don't think that I like it more. I just don't. It just settles in fine lines like no other. I don't even have that bad of fine lines. But like with this, like that's all I can see. The first hour, it looks amazing. Your face looks better than ever. After that, it ages you. So we're going to put this one up. My favorite concealer, I believe, is between the NARS one and this. I don't have a lot of this left. It's the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I always use it with that foundation because this concealer is rather dark, but that foundation is rather dark. So the two, like this is the only, those two are the only ones that I can use this with. That didn't make sense. That foundation is the only one I can use this concealer with. There we go. Pulling this. For setting sprays, I used my Morphe setting spray. I love this. It's my favorite. One of my favorites. But we're going to put that one back. And I haven't pulled, I think it's time to pull the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. So that's what we're going to do. Love this. Everyone loves this. It's worth it. Pulling that. For moisturizers, last week I finally finished up this Freeman mask. I've been using it. It's a gel moisturizer, so I've been using it as my moisturizer before makeup. Loved it. Highly would recommend that. It lasted me like 3 weeks and it was like $1. So yeah, love that. But we're going to be using the Pharmacy moisturizer, the Honey Drop one. Pulling this one. I've only used it once, so I'm not really sure how I feel about it yet. But that's all for this drawer. Highlight, blush, bronzer, contour drawer. So, I always pull this Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette. I use this, I've used it as a contour, but like this week I'm focusing on this as my under eye setting powder, and this for my set my lid. If you have a favorite under eye setting powder, let me know in the comments below, because I need to find something to pull rather than this bulky item. I also tend to accidentally contour with this just because it's there. So yeah, I'm gonna pull this one, not for contour, just for under the eyes this week. And for contour last week, I used the Too Faced Bronzed Peach cream contour. I love cream contour right now for summer. So we're going to put this one back, but we're going to keep it in cream contour, the e.l.f. And I also might dip into that blush there. But yeah, it's the e.l.f. cream contour. We're going to use that. For highlight last week, I used the new to me Laura Geller Gilded Honey. It's worth the hype. I mean, like, it just looks like radiant, but like naturally blinded. Like, it blends. I don't have a highlighter that blends like this is able to blend. Like, it looks like it's literally just your face. Like, it doesn't look like you have product on it, even though it is blinding, which may sound confusing, I know, but it just looks like you were born that way. Like, it's so natural blending, but still like that oomph to it. But we're gonna put this one back, and just because that eyeshadow palette is a lot this week, we already have blush. I'm going to use this one. This is the Too Faced Cream highlighter in Happy Face. I like it. It's subtle. With those bold eye colors, I want a subtle highlight for some reason. So we're going to pull that. I also pulled last week, not on the Shop My Stash, but when I was doing a presentation, I love using this, like if you're wearing shorts, dresses, things like that. One drop in lotion on each leg. It looks gorgeous, so I'm probably just going to keep this in for the summer. So for bronzer, let's just use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I feel like I haven't pulled this in a while, and I love this. Good drugstore option. And last week, I used the Too Faced Sweetheart Bronzer. I love this. This is probably one of my favorites. And I also used this Bare Minerals Gen Nude Blush in Bologna Brunch. I'll put the look that I used it for eyeshadow. I am so scared of corals. Like, I have the Anastasia, like, trio that's more corally. Hated it. And I used this thinking that I was going to hate it, and I love it. It's more of like a nudie blush, but you could see the actual color of it if you build it up in that picture I showed with the eyeshadow. I used it in the crease. Love this. So I'm going to put this one up. We already have one. Don't need to pull one. Done with this drawer. Everything eye that isn't an eyeshadow palette drawer. Last week for mascara, I used these two together. The CoverGirl Lash, the Lash Blast Amplify Primer, and the Milk Kush Mascara. I think that once this starts to get used up, I like it more. It's not as clumpy. It doesn't make your eyelashes more like spider. It just makes them look like eyelash extensions. And I think I could use this for one more week, but I have a week in mind that I want to pull this. So I'm going to put this one back. Keep this in because it's almost gone, and I want to use it up. But add the Hourglass Caution Mascara. These two products together work amazing. So we're going to pull that. And for primers, for the eyelids, I always use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. It wasn't a project pan. That project pan is over, and we're still going strong. I heard someone say it takes 2 years to use that up. So we got a while. I'm going to put up this Jelly Mutt shadow for the Village collection in ColourPop and I Own You. I'll put the 2 times that I wore that on the screen. I don't know, I think it was maybe the tones of the Naked Petite Heat palette. The times that I used it didn't pair well with this, so I used it the first 2 days and then I kind of strayed away from it. I also don't like oranges as much as like the purple, so like I have a purple one, I like it better than this one, but it's just because I gravitate towards not orange colors more. So we're gonna put that up, and I think I'll pull more like goldeny, like my Stilas, with that palette towards the fall. I feel like that palette would be better for the fall. So and this week I don't want to pull any singles. I feel like that Anastasia is going to give me a lot of options. For brows, I used the Too Faced Brow Envy, and I'm telling you, I've started to love this product. It took me a while to get used to. It comes with everything you need, and I use, like where my hair is dyed, I used a blonde in the front of my brow and then the brunette towards the outer, like an ombre effect. So we're gonna put this up, and I'm going to, of course, pull my Goof Proof because these are the only 2 brow products that I have right now. Yeah. So we're gonna pull that. And then for extra colors, I don't think that we need any. I'm going to pull this Rimmel, this is a nude eyeliner. Put this one in Starfire Black. I got a lot of use out of that. I'm gonna pull this one and see if it's like a nude waterline color. I think it might be dried up. We're gonna see. So I'm gonna pull that. I'm also gonna have to pull my sharpener for that. And then for, I did winged eyeliner a few times. I'm gonna put that on the screen. I started liking it. This liner, felt tip liner, the Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper, it's really easy to control. So we're gonna put this one back and just rotate in the Tarte Sex Kitten. I like this one, I think, better than the Kat Von D one, but those are 2 solid options. And then, you guys, I really think I want to use lashes with that palette. I feel like there's going to be like color, and I just want to. And I want to use these, a pair of these. I probably will try these or these. These are their Ardell Faux Mink, and I'm probably going to focus on Faux Mink 811 or Faux Mink Demi Wispies. So we're going to pull that. I really want to use those this week with that palette for some reason. Alright, that's all for the drawer. This is where the majority of my time is spent on Shop My Stash videos. So we're going to keep in this Sephora Rose Hemp Lip Balm. It is amazing. I have really dry lips because I have Invisalign. This works amazingly. We're gonna keep that. I didn't get to use up this Jeffree Star Liquid Lip and Fudge Pop. What I'm gonna do is next week, I'm not gonna pull like an eyeshadow palette. I'm just gonna use like these fun, bold colors that I never pull, because I don't know how to pair them appropriately. And yeah, so we're gonna do that next week. We're gonna pull this one again, but for now we're gonna put it back. And then I also used a ColourPop lip gloss, which majority of the pictures you see will have that, and the Too Faced Melted one also. I think I used them about evenly. I want to try to use up that Too Faced Melted lippy that I pulled because I think it's going bad, it's starting to smell. So yeah, I want nude colors with this palette just because this palette is very bright. So I know I want to use this Revlon. I wouldn't recommend it if you are looking for a matte like liquid lip. That doesn't do that. This is like it never dries down, but it's the Revlon liquid lip. I don't know if the shade is 715 HD Glow. I'm not sure, but it is a nude color, so we're gonna pull that one. And I want to pull Jeffree Star Mannequin if I have it. If not, maybe Celebrity Skin. Let me see. Okay, so I can't find that color. It's probably in a purse because it's like an all-time favorite nude of mine. But we are going to pull, where'd it go? Jeffree Star and no, we already pulled the Revlon one that I'm talking about. So that's the one that is for sure. And then let's try these and see which other ones. I feel like nude is what I'm going for. Maybe like a more pinky, like your lips, but better pink. That's way too much pink. That was the Melted Too Faced and Melted Peony. But as you can see, that's way pink. This is Jeffree Skin and Skin Tight. I feel like this is a very light nude. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. I know what Morphe Liquid Lip and Virgin looks like. Paige Korn raves about this, but like, I don't have problems with products sticking to my lines on my lips, but for some reason this one does, but it does look like that could be a good option. So let me swatch Jeffree Star in Celebrity Skin. That actually might be the one. And then this Kat Von D color, I'm not sure the name. A pin exploded on it. You know, any of these could, I think, could work. I think I want to do this Kat Von D one. I'm not sure the name. It might be Sanctuary. I'm not sure. Like, you can see, pin exploded on it. But it's almost like, this one's very, very light. Like, there's not a lot of product in it left. So I want to try to use it up. So we're going to pull that one and that Revlon one. And I think that'll be enough. Those other colors are really, really pretty though. So yeah, maybe pull those in the future. And that's our Eyeshadow palettes drawer. So last week I used the Urban Decay Naked Petite. I feel like if this was purples, there would be absolutely no problem with me using this just with this many colors. I like smaller palettes just because I work and I am very, very busy and I don't have a lot of time to get ready. So these typically work really good for me when I'm in a hurry, which is almost all the time. So, man, I like the last look. The last look I used literally every single color and was just like, man, let's really give this a go. And I'll put that on the screen right now. I just think where I was trying to make this work more as like a summer palette, it just fell short. I had a lot, and I will admit, I had a lot of like meetings with the uppers at work, so I wanted to tone it down a lot, so I used a lot of these 3 shades, and I'll put those on the screen. I think I like this in the fall when I could pull like gold single shadows that I have. But yeah, we're gonna put this one back and let's look at all the products that we pulled. Quick look of all the products that I pulled. I would say I'm excited to get out that highlighter, that Too Faced highlighter again. It's just really easy to work with. I'm excited for that foundation, like all the products on my base of my face, I'm really excited for. And I'm excited for all those lippies. I'm excited for those lashes and giving them a go again. Let me know in the comments below some products that you're loving currently. And I'll see you guys next time.